Adding an article tutorial, you learned how to create a very simple article using some common edit controls, such as applying a larger font size and a different font color. In this lesson, we will explore some of the more advanced tools that you can use to give your articles more visual interest. In this example, we will create an article about the upcoming installation and awards gala. For the purpose of this lesson, we will first type the content, then we will format it. First, let's add an image to the top of the article by selecting the Add Image icon. You can select the image from the folders listed on the Image Manager, or you can upload one from another location. The uploaded image will be added to the folder you currently have open, and the image will be bolded. Click on the image to paste the image URL into the Image Manager. There are several options you can choose from at this time, such as the alignment of your image to the text, adding a border around the image, etc. Click the Insert button to place the image into the article. Now we can center it above the text. When adding images to an article, consider where on the website your article is going to display, so you can ensure that the image will fit. In this example, the image displays nicely on a full-page display, but you can see that it is too big for a multi-column display. Text will automatically resize, but images do not. As well as images, you can also add links. You can link to another part of this article, to another article, or to an external website. In this example, we will link Carol Barker's name to another article about her. First, we will highlight the words we want to link, then select the link icon. If you know the URL name you wish to link to, simply type it in. In this case, we want to link to another article on the site, so I can use the search option to find it. When you find the article, simply click to select it, then click the Insert button. The words you linked to will now display in blue, indicating a link. You can also use the right mouse click to add an image or a link. Here we will add a link to the hotel's website. Next, we will use the Indent tool to make our time and place information more noticeable. The subject matter does not quite line up, so we must manually add some spaces. In cases like this, using a table may be a better option. Let's add a 3-lined 2-column table and copy our time and place information into it. Now both columns line up perfectly, and by selecting the entire table, we can center it in the article. It also makes it easy to add other formatting changes. Our article mentions that the entertainment is being provided by the Abbott K Quintet, so let's add some information about the band to the article. For this lesson, we will assume that we have received an email with the band's bio, so rather than type it all out, we will copy and paste the information into the article. When pasting content into an article, it is important that you do not copy over HTML tags that may break the formatting. To ensure this doesn't happen, choose the Paste as Plain Text option. Now that we have the bio of the band, we can link it to the name of the band mentioned earlier in our article by using the Anchor tool. An anchor lets you place a bookmark inside a web page and can be a very useful tool when dealing with long articles or a table of contents, as it enables the viewer to jump directly to an area of the article without having to scroll. To create the anchor, we must first highlight the area we want to bookmark and then select the Insert Anchor icon. Give your anchor a name, then click Insert. An anchor icon will display denoting the bookmark. Once an anchor is created, you can link to it from anywhere in the article. To do so, simply highlight the area you want to link to, then select the Insert Link tool. In this case, we are linking to an anchor and not a URL. Simply select the anchor name and click Update. In this lesson, we have covered how to add a link to an external website, how to link to another article within our own website, and how to link to a bookmark within the article. There is one more useful link we can add to this article, and that is a link to an email address. First, we will highlight our contact name, then select the Add Link option. To the right of the URL field, there is an email icon. Once clicked, we can add the email address we want our viewers to contact us at. Click Insert to add the link. Once we have completed the formatting of the article, we can preview it by clicking the Preview button. However, this does not really show us how the article will look within the IWS website itself. The best way to check how our article will display is to place it in the area of the website that we want it to be viewed. This is done using the Category option. Next, we can set the status to Published, but before we save the article, we will set the access level to Staff Viewable Only. Now we can save and close the article and view it on the website. Only users with staff rights will be able to see it. Once we are satisfied with the formatting, we can select the Edit icon and change the access level to our target audience. Once saved, the article will now be live on the site.